The world of power is shifting. From the shores of the Mediterranean to the islands of Southeast Asia, Muslim nations are reshaping global dynamics. Today, we are counting down the 10 most powerful Muslim countries that are transforming our world. And trust me, number 1 will completely change how you see global power. Let's dive in. Number 10, Qatar. At $83,000 per person, Qatar has one of the highest GDPs per capita in the world. This tiny nation owns over $40 billion worth of property in London alone. Their sovereign wealth fund manages over $450 billion. But here's the shocker. Qatar supplies 20% of the world's liquefied natural gas. One country, 1/5 of global supply. And they are using that wealth to transform education, hosting 6 American university campuses in their Education City complex. Want to know something even more interesting about Qatar? Their Hamad International Airport has the world's largest indoor tropical garden, a rainforest in the desert. And there's something else about Qatar that most people don't know. Their national airline connects more than 160 destinations worldwide, making Doha one of the world's major transit hubs. Their museums house the world's largest collection of Islamic art. Even more impressive, Qatar Foundation funds over 50 research centers, has invested more than $30 billion in education, and their sovereign wealth fund owns more luxury hotels in Europe than any other country. They have also built the world's first air-conditioned outdoor stadiums, and their Mashareb downtown Doha stands as the world's first sustainable downtown regeneration project. Stay tuned to see which country processes more precious stones than all of Africa combined. If you're enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to like and share this video. Your support helps us share these incredible stories with a global audience. Now back to the show. Number 9, Bangladesh. From being called a basket case in 1971 to becoming South Asia's economic miracle, Bangladesh now exports over $42 billion worth of goods annually. Their garment industry employs over 4 million people, making them the world's second largest clothing exporter after China. The surprise: Bangladesh contributes more peacekeepers to the UN than any European nation. In fact, they have deployed over 175,000 peacekeepers since 1988. And here's a mind-bending fact about Bangladesh. Their capital, Dhaka, fits 23,000 people into each square kilometer. That is 3 times denser than Tokyo. Beyond these achievements, Bangladesh has even more surprising statistics. Their pharmaceutical industry exports medicines to over 150 countries. They are home to the world's largest river delta system, and their mangrove forest, the Sundarbans, spans 6,000 square kilometers. In renewable energy, they operate over 6 million solar home systems, the largest off-grid solar program globally. And in financial inclusion, their mobile banking revolution serves over 100 million users, making it one of the world's most extensive digital payment networks. Coming up next, the only Muslim nation with nuclear capabilities. Number 8, Pakistan. A military force of over 600,000 active personnel makes Pakistan the 6th largest army in the world. But it's not just about military might. Their tech sector generated over $3.5 billion in exports last year. The unexpected fact: Pakistani peacekeepers have served in 28 countries, making them one of the most experienced forces in global peacekeeping. And here's something most people don't know. Pakistan produces 72% of the world's soccer balls. Up next, a country that controls one of the most vital trading routes on Earth. Number 7, Egypt. The Suez Canal, Egypt's strategic waterway, handles about 12% of global trade. Their military ranks 13th globally in firepower, with over 400,000 active personnel. But here's what will shock you. Egypt has become Africa's second-largest economy, with a GDP of some $380 billion. Their renewable energy projects now generate over 6,000 megawatts of clean power. There's another side to Egypt's power that might surprise you. Their new administrative capital is one of the world's largest urban megaprojects, spanning 700 square kilometers. They operate Africa's largest metro system, moving over 4 million passengers daily in Cairo alone. Their telecommunications sector serves over 100 million mobile subscribers, more than any other Arab nation. Even more impressive, Egypt produces over 60% of the Middle East's content entertainment industry. Their pharmaceutical sector exports to more than 100 countries, and they operate the world's largest solar park in Benban, generating enough power for nearly 1 million homes. Wait until you see which country coming up next has more women in tech than Silicon Valley. Number 6. Malaysia. This Southeast Asian tiger dominates the global halal industry, worth over $200 billion. But here's the shock. Women make up 35% of their tech workforce, higher than many Western nations. The unexpected fact. Malaysia exports over $36 billion in semiconductors annually. Their capital hosts the world's tallest twin towers, and their tech hub employs over 200,000 people. But there's even more to Malaysia's story. They produce 44% of the world's medical gloves and rank as the world's second-largest palm oil producer. Their multimedia supercorridor spans a zone larger than Singapore, hosting over 3,000 tech companies. In education, Malaysia has become Southeast Asia's top destination for international students, with over 130,000 enrolled. Their Kuala Lumpur Internet Exchange is one of the region's largest data hubs, handling over 120 gigabits per second of internet traffic. Number 5. Indonesia. The world's largest Muslim nation has the 16th largest economy globally. Their digital economy reached $48 billion last year and is growing faster than India's. The shocker. Indonesia protects 12.3 million hectares of rainforest, an area larger than Portugal. Their new capital city project, Nusantara, covers an area twice the size of New York City. And there's something even more remarkable about Indonesia. They are the world's largest producer of nickel, essential for electric vehicle batteries, controlling 22% of global reserves. Their internet economy adds over 1,000 new users every hour. Jakarta's mass rapid transit system moves over 1 million passengers daily. In renewable energy, they possess 40% of the world's geothermal resources, and their green bond market has grown to over $15 billion. Plus, their fintech sector processes over $150 billion in transactions annually, more than many European nations combined. Coming up, a nation that graduates more scientists than France and Italy combined. Adventurers, we are halfway through our countdown, and I have a question for you. Which of these 5 countries do you think exports the most technology? Leave your guess in the comments below. The answer will be provided at the end of this video, so be sure to stay tuned. Number 4. Iran. Despite global challenges, Iran maintains the 14th strongest military globally. Their universities graduate over 125,000 engineering students each year. The surprise. Iran ranks among the top 15 countries in scientific research output, publishing over 60,000 scientific papers annually. Their tech sector employs over 400,000 people. Next up, a country whose drones have revolutionized modern warfare. Number 3. Turkey. With the largest military in NATO after the United States, Turkey is a regional powerhouse. Their defense industry exports to over 75 countries, and their drone technology has transformed modern warfare. The shock factor. Turkey manufactures over 1.3 million vehicles annually, making it Europe's 4th largest car producer. Their Istanbul airport handles more international flights than Frankfurt or Paris. And here's something that might be surprising. Turkey ranks as the world's 6th largest agricultural producer. They export over $18 billion worth of agricultural products annually to 193 countries. Their Istanbul Stock Exchange ranks among the top 20 global financial markets by market capitalization. And their gaming industry generates more revenue than the entire Middle Eastern gaming market combined. But wait until you see the ambitious projects of our number 2 contender. If you're enjoying this video and want to support the channel, consider shopping through our Amazon links in the description. It won't cost you anything extra, but it helps us cover the costs of creating more great content for you. Thank you. Number 2, Saudi Arabia. The kingdom manages over $700 billion through its sovereign wealth fund. Their NEOM project spans an area the size of Belgium, with over $500 billion in planned investment. The unexpected fact. Saudi Arabia hosts over 200,000 international students and has sent over 1 million of its own students abroad since 2005. Their tech hub now hosts over 300 global companies. But that's not all. Saudi Arabia operates the world's largest water desalination system, producing over 2.2 billion cubic meters of water annually. Their renewable energy projects now generate over 7 gigawatts of clean power. And here's a surprise. They have built the world's first large-scale green hydrogen plant, producing over 650 tons of clean hydrogen daily. Their Riyadh Metro, when completed, will be longer than the London Underground. Coming in at number 1, the country that processes 30% of the world's rough diamonds, hosts the region's largest technology hub, has built the world's first graduate-level AI university, operates one of the world's largest sovereign wealth funds, and leads the Arab world in space exploration. Number 1, United Arab Emirates, a nation that just 60 years ago was largely desert. Today, Dubai Internet City hosts over 1,400 tech companies. The UAE Space Agency successfully orbited Mars with their HOPE probe. They process over $70 billion worth of diamonds annually. But perhaps most impressively, they have transformed their economy from oil dependency to become a global hub for finance, technology, and innovation. Their GDP per capita of $43,800 puts them ahead of nations like Japan and South Korea. And there's more. The UAE has built the world's largest single-site solar park, generating over 5 gigawatts of clean energy. Their ports handle more shipping containers than any other country in the region. Dubai International Airport ranks as the world's busiest for international passengers, serving over 87 million travelers annually. They have also launched the region's first nuclear power plant and built the world's largest vertical farm. Even more impressive, they operate the largest automated metro system on Earth, running over 75 kilometers without a single driver. The answer to the question, which country exports the most technology, is Malaysia. Did you get it right? Which of these facts surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. I will give you one hint about next week's video. Actually, no, I will not. Subscribe and find out for yourself. Until next time, keep up the adventures, keep discovering and exploring our amazing world. And I will see you, yes you, in the next video.